Hello, my dear students. How are you, teacher? How was your weekend? Today we will start a new lesson, inshallah. This is your student's book, page 66. The title here is Magnet. All of you have an idea about what magnets are. Let's see these pictures. Here we have different types of magnet. A magnet is a piece of metal that has a special property. It can attract other materials to it. Let's see here this slideshow I did to you. This is about magnets. Here is a picture of a magnet. So magnets, what do we already know? So in these two lessons, we will learn about the characteristics of magnets. What are they? The magnets can repel and attract each other. We will learn these new terms, how magnets behave, and what happens when you put two magnets together. I will show you a video after we finish this slideshow. So the characteristics of magnet. You have to know that magnet can attract some materials, but what materials can it attract? We will learn about it. It also can repel other magnets. Repel means it refuses other magnets. They are usually made of iron. So you have to know that magnets are made of iron. They have two ends called magnetic poles. Here are the two poles of the magnet. We have the south and we have the north. We call them poles. So let's see the meanings of these terms. Magnet is a stone or a piece of metal that attracts some other metal. What does attract mean? Attract means to pull towards each other. Repel, to push away from each other. So attract and repel are the opposite. Attract, pull toward each other, but repel to push away. Poles, the ends of a magnet. Let's see here the uses of magnets. Magnet is very important and it exists in most electronic devices. In fact, anything that has a motor uses a magnet. Let's see here we have a microwave, television, laptop, computer. All of them operate with magnets. Here we have a roller coaster. You know what? It's very interesting actually. So we use magnet to stop the roller coaster. Here we have a refrigerator. Magnets are used to keep the fridge doors closed. So if you ask yourself how the door of a fridge closes using a magnet, we have here a piece of magnet. It attracts the door. Here are the poles of the magnet. We say the magnet has the north pole and the south pole. Let's see what will happen if we put the opposite poles next to each other. So when two magnets are close, they create pushing or pulling forces on one another. So what do you think here what will happen if you put the south next to the north side? These forces are strongest at the ends of the magnet. The two ends of a magnet are known as the north pole and the south pole. So the north in red and south in blue. So same poles repel. Again, let's go back. So if you put the the opposite poles against each other, they will attract. But let's see what will happen if you put the same poles. Here I have the north and here I have the north. What will happen if we put the north sides next to each other? If you try to put two magnets together with the same pole, north with north or south with south, pointing towards one another, the magnets will push away. Can you see here the arrows? push away from each other. We say they repel each other, they refuse each other, they don't want to see each other. Okay, so if you put the north and the north or south with south, they repel, means they push away. In this picture, two north poles are pushing away from each other, repelling each other. So, like I said, they don't want to see each other, so they push away. Let's see here different poles. If you put two magnets together with different poles pointing towards one another, like this picture, the magnets will pull toward each other. So they will love to see each other, north and south, opposite poles. We say they attract each other. In this picture, a north and a south pole are pulling toward each other. So, like I said, they want to see each other. See the arrows here? They are pulling toward each other. What did we find out? So now we know that like poles repel each other. So north with north, south with south, they repel each other. They refuse each other. And that opposite poles attract each other. I will show you, like I said, a video of how it works. So north with south, they attract. They do this because there is a force between them. Let's see this link. Here I put to you a link to see it. Let's see it. Let's start from the beginning. So here we have the same pole. Okay, same poles together. What will happen to them? So they repel each other. They refuse each other. Okay, the same poles. Now let's see the opposite poles. Like we saw here, they attract toward each other. They pull, they push toward each other. Here is a compass. We have taken it in social. It's made of metal. Let's see what will happen if you put a magnet next to it. We're done for now. After this, inshallah, I will show you some, or let's go back to your book. We will test these objects here. Let's see them. They are asking you first to test them or to try to guess, are magnets gonna attract them or repel them, or even not attract them at all. Are all materials magnetic? Magnetic means things that um, that can attract it toward magnet. We call them magnetic things or objects. Here it is. If something is attracted to a magnet, we say it's magnetic material. If I ask you now if a plastic duck is magnetic or not, you will tell me it's not magnetic because it doesn't attract toward a magnet. So we will test these objects here. I don't have all the items. I have the aluminium kitchen foil, plastic duck, steel paper clip, silver earrings. I don't have a steel ruler, gold ring, steel nail, copper wire, and like I said, aluminium kitchen foil. We will test them and we will see are they magnetic? Are they going to attract towards the magnet or not?